You guys, welcome to the Coconut Show. Today, and I will just go home. Really, I've been home for the last 3 hours now, but I just went to San Diego Fleet. You got my Fleet jersey on, shirt on, jersey. Hold on. Got my Fleet shirt on. Everyone won the game, 31-11. Great game, great fan turnout. Disappointed because this thing wasn't that much fans from last time. Last time was like 20,000, 19. This is like 14,897 or 79, something like that. I don't think so. Not paid attendance. I feel like it's the same exact attendance than it was with the home opener, even when it was raining, and it was not raining. I don't know. On the game, great game. Gardner, even if Bishop Saints comes back, for the team, I think Gardner's going to take the starting spot. He's a beast. He's like Darren Sproles of the freaking AF. Short dude that can run, got speed. He literally took it down. I think it was at the 5-yard line or something. Or it was, or maybe where the ball placement was. He just literally took it to the house and took it all the way. The first time I ever saw that in the AF, or a return like that. And also today, not the game, but the Atlanta game, we saw our first ever onside play. The ball split at the 28-yard line, 28-yard line. You have to convert for it down. There's no onside kick. So we saw the first time in the AF. Great fantastic, great night for football for Sunday game. Pretty awesome. I should have took some footage. I totally forgot. But this will be my last Fleet game I'm going to. You know, must have been a wide March minutes, but I don't think it's gonna happen, to be honest with y'all. Because I'm moving. I'm just gonna move a couple minutes up the road. Doesn't mean I'll try to make it, but it's gonna be hard. Me working now, if I get my job over there. Probably hard. So yeah, it'll be real hard. So we'll see. You know, it's gonna be real hard, but we'll see though. I'm gonna select them. Like about like 45 minutes something around, but still. Depends, especially for Sunday or Saturday, so it's going to be hard. They don't want to work. Because we're going to sports book, it's like the Lake Elsinore Storm. Like in San Diego Padres minor team. So we got the dub bells for the dub 31. So that's going to be next for the game on the NFL Network. Great stuff. Great win tonight. Great crowd. It was electric. It's just weird that they said we got less. We put paid fan attendance on Sporting Events. I was looking at the game. They usually play the game. Fan attendance. I must have missed it. I was literally at the game from the beginning to start. When they first did like all the soldiers and all the military, right? They did like one guy that was in the military or whatever for like a long time, like 20s, I think it was, or whatever. You know, we are in the military. Let's look at the Fleet, Strike Force, Strike Force, Interval Team, Air Force, the Warriors, for Navy vets. And all that. So that's why I name it. That's why I name our teams after besides the other teams like the Goals and the Stalkers. That's the only ones. But like other teams like our San Diego Seals, the Lacrosse teams, they have Seals, Navy Seals, and also the Seals in La Jolla, but mostly for our Navy Seals. Like I said, then we have the other teams. Like I said, the fleet ship, Navy people, You know, we had the San Diego Strike Force, Air Force people. I think we're not really big in Air Force here. I think it's more Colorado area, but still. Then we had the Warriors. I guess the Warriors is what maybe our Army, all of it. Warriors were Warriors for the Freedom Football League whenever that's going to start. They haven't really they haven't talked much post, but they made a couple appearances on TV like Cheddar Sports and like ESPN, Out to the Line. Then I don't really know what the teams are. There's 10 teams in the league, right? And then they said they did most about San Diego. San Diego already got the GM, the Garcia guy, with Jeff Garcia, the Hall of Fame QB, NFL QB he's gonna be our GM, I guess. And they have like a big meeting in like La Jolla, but after that, that's it. We haven't heard nothing much more about the Freedom Football League, so I don't know if it's gonna be a bust or not. But I am disappointed, you know. But the players got paid. Everyone's like, yeah, we got paid, blah, 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 yeah, because people are saying that the AF is failing, right? And coach is saying we're not failing, our league is doing great, da-da-da-da-da. One coach says it's going to be because the XFL is trying to steal our shine. Other people are saying it's not that. Some people are saying it's not that. Like, our league is doing fine. Like, even Charlie Emerson saying our league is doing fine. Like, we didn't bring this guy just for the whatever it was, $250 million. We didn't need this guy, or I don't know what it was, but all I know that he said the league wasn't failing, basically, pretty much. And then Trent Richardson goes live on Instagram, and I was on his Instagram thing. I'm like, did you guys get paid? He said, yeah. Yeah, man, we got paid. All these people trying to ask us like we didn't get paid. Yeah, we got paid. All this crap. So, but like the fan turnouts for every game is not the only biggest fan turnout I've seen so far is San Antonio. That's the only biggest one, and I feel bad. Like we're probably I think the second best to us. I think it's second best. And I think it's probably like maybe Birmingham and Orlando, like the least, or like Arizona. Atlanta only put like 10,717 in theirs. Their home opener, they wasn't that full at Georgia, at former Atlanta-based stadium, Georgia State Football Stadium. But it looks like there's a lot on TV, but it's really not. You know, then Memphis pulls out barely anything, like 11 something. And then our San Diego Fleet plays the Memphis team on Saturday at 5, right? And we'll see what's going to happen there. I think it's the fan turnout, you know. I don't know if they're promoting it much on TV or just in your city promoting it a lot. But I feel like if you promote it more, maybe some people will come, you know. I think this league can succeed. And I really do want it to succeed, but it looks like maybe it might be a one and done, and I feel bad, you know. I don't want it to be a one and done. A lot of time American football, I don't want to do like, oh, because the XFL is going to take over now. That's what people say, oh, the XFL is going to take over. There's a league that's going to last. It's going to take over the AAF, and then if this Freedom Football League starts up, I take over the Freedom Football League. But out of all the leagues, the Freedom Football League has more teams, but they haven't promoted or said much. You know, the Freedom Football League has 10 teams. It's started by old NFL players, like T.O. is a part of the league. He's part of the guys. Ricky Williams is the main guy who started it. Jeff Garcia, all these old, I don't know how many, I forgot all of them. There's some I know. That part and some other old guys, like, they started, but they haven't really announced much about it. You know, they only did a couple TV appearances, and just more about San Diego Warriors than any other team. There's like a team in Oklahoma, a team in Oakland. There's like teams everywhere. Maybe they talk to the cities first. I don't know, because this is supposedly our GM, whatever, Garcia guy, went on a local radio station saying the league's supposed to start next year, but really nothing much has been talked about. So this league doesn't succeed. I hope the Freedom Football League will for San Diego, because we got more football here. If not, then if the Indoor Football League succeeds, then we'll only have indoor football, but it's still football. But we want the outdoor game. We're outdoor game fans, you know. The indoor game is fun. We want the professional outdoor football. So the fleet right now is helping our craving for NFL style football. But it's just a lot of people saying, me and my dad went over the math, like our fan attendance. Like we went over the math on our count fan attendance, how much people paid, blah 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 blah, and all this. I think only gave like $2 million, something like that. So it's like this league could probably fail, but I just don't want it to fail, you know. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. More to come. Our next home game is March 9th, Saturday against Salt Lake City Stallions. So maybe more people come out on Saturday. We're winning games. We won both of our games at home, so it could bring more fan attendance. I hope it does. They even said for the fleet, we're not going to use the top section, just maybe like with the middle section, or where like sometimes where the press boxes are, we're going to use that. Then we're going to use like the lower, kind of like upper section, then we're going to use the like kind of like end zone seats and the whole bowl section, right? So the top section is just basically, unless if it really, really takes off and grows, like an NFL type game with a bunch of fans, then yeah. But right now they're only using basically the whole kind of bowl section and just like a mid section and like wherever the seats kind of like wherever they have the press box and stuff. There's even seats out there. That's it. They're not using the top section. The top section is turned off. So when you go to the games, you won't see the escalators turned on. You don't see the escalators go on to go to the middle section. But that's it. So we'll see. Let's try to send you the sports news. Here it is, Fleet. See, they took it to the house. Laquan Gardner. So we'll see what happens, but I really want this league to succeed. It's going to be awesome. And, people think a lot of all the spring football leagues don't succeed because people just want NFL only. They don't want no other league with some nobodies or some people that they know. Maybe people think if they bring in Johnny Manziel or they bring Colin Kaepernick or Tim Tebow, the league will be bigger and succeed. A lot of people watch. Well, first of all, they asked Tim Tebow. He said no, he wasn't working his baseball career, focusing on his baseball career. They asked Colin Kaepernick. He said no, unless you pay him, was it $2 million or $20 million? Well, the league doesn't even pay the players, at least not even that amount. So they said no, and then they didn't really ask Johnny Manziel yet, but there was talk like, oh, Johnny Manziel should go to the XFL, the AAF. Well, he said in Canada. I think he has one more year in Canada, so this year, this is the final year of Canada, I think, for the Montreal Alouettes, or unless he goes to some other team. Then he can join the XFL come next year, or the AAF, or the Freedom Football League. One of those leagues, or maybe hope go back to the NFL, or maybe if you can't join any of those leagues, try an indoor game. I don't know. But whatever it is. Maybe any, like, the only thing big that's kind of keeping the name because it has Trent Richardson. Oh my god, Trent Richardson. That's it. That's a lot. Some people watching just because of Trent Richardson. Some people don't know this, but some people do. The other thing is because it has Steve Spurrier. That's another big name. That's why some people are watching. But I just really hope this league succeeds. I gotta go to bed. I got work tomorrow. I'll catch y'all later. Have a great rest of your night. And, yeah. Hope you guys enjoy. I see a light on. Something must be still on. Hold on, y'all. They left the freaking pan on. Jeez. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more. Let's go Fleet. I'll still talk about them for the rest of the remainder of the season. Even when I move, I'll talk about that because I'll still watch the games because they're going to be on TV and all the Strike Force games will be on the Indoor Football League YouTube channel. So I'm going to go to the Strike Force home opener. That's like my last game. I've been to basically all our team, basically all our new teams here and some of our old teams here. I've been to a Sockers game already. I've been to a couple Seals games already. Our new team. I've been to a Goals game like this year now, but I can see them on TV. And I've been to 2 Fleet games already. I'm going to go to the Strike Force game, so I think I've seen all the new teams that are coming to town. Really, they're trying to do is to fill the void of the Chargers leaving. Is it going to do much? It is. I just hope more people get on board with this new league. If they don't, maybe some people like the league because of the way it is. The no kickoffs, the no extra points, that kind of thing, right? So, honestly, we'll see. I just hope it really succeeds. I really do. So, anyways, catch y'all later. Hit a like, just leave a comment, subscribe for more. And I'll see you on the next one. We're about to talk about the fleet right now. We're talking about San Diego Padres spring training action. But anyways, I'll see you on the next video. Let's go fleet. Hashtag all hands on deck. Hashtag let's go boats. And I'll see you on the next one. We'll talk about the Strike Force. We did lose our first game of the Strike Force. It was 49-67 to Quad City Steam Wheelers. So hope our home opener is great against another new team in the league, the Tuscan Sugar Skulls, in the Indoor Football League. I hope we get that win. So I hope more fans can show up to that as well. Hope we get a big fan support in the indoor game as well as the outdoor game here in San Diego. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.